Hi everyone, welcome back in a new video. So in today's video, I want to show you something that I'm really excited about, which is a page builder. But first, before I show you the page builder, I want to show you the results that the page builder did for me and the time that we'll save by using it. So this is the page as you can see. So I'm going to reload the page because this page is totally animated and each component is animated right off the box that we're going to be using in the page builder. So as you can see, as I'm scrolling down, all the components are animated using frame motion. So we're not going to do any code. So we're not going to touch the keyboard. So the only thing that we're going to be doing is using this page builder. So for the context of the landing page, I choose the AI writing application. And also one thing that I want to mention is this is completely responsive, as you can see right off the box. So the goal, as I said, is to not write any code whatsoever. And also we have the dark mode. So it doesn't mean that this is not for non-developer because this tool is for web developers, for people who know what they're doing. So, and also let's go back. Let's go to the tool that we're going to be using, which is a BoltStack. So this tool I created to be able to create projects a lot faster because I've been doing this for about 3 years in my YouTube channel and building full stack projects, and I want to create something that I don't waste time into doing the same thing, the boilerplate stuff. So also I extended this project into building reusable components that we're going to be using for our page builder. So if we go to the Explorer, as you can see, I have for now 119 components. And so if we go to the block section, I have 72 components only for the landing page, but we're going to use 39 components for now, and I'm planning to add more in the future. And also BoltStack has it's a SaaS boilerplate as well. It has all the things that many developers don't like authentication, PayPal integration, dynamic credit billing engine, CEO, MDX, and many other things that you can use to be able to save time and focus on building the features on your SaaS application. So now we're going to get into the page builder and how it works. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is clicking on this button, page builder. So we're going to be headed towards this page. So let's zoom in a bit. So the first thing that I want to mention, you need to be logged in. So as you can see, I'm already logged in the application to be able to use or download the page. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is adding our first block. So don't worry about these buttons. So I'm going to explain them as I'm building the page because I'm going to use them. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is adding a new component. So I'm going to search for the navbar. So this is the navbar that I'm going to be using. We have three variations. So this is the one that we're going to be using. So this is the component. So as you can see, we have this control panel. So here we can be able to change the data of our component, and also we can be able to change the navigation menu and also other things like changing the icon of the application. And also I can delete the menus and like update it from here, and I can add submenus. So as you can see, so everything that I'm doing, it's live and it's changing in our component. So here we have these buttons. So the first button that we're going to be using is this one. But the first thing that we're going to be doing before updating any data, so we're going to add first the blocks needed for our landing page. So the second block that I'm going to be adding is the hero section. So the hero section that I'm providing. So we have 8 hero sections with everything in them. So I'm going to add this one that I showed you. So as you can see, it's animated right off the box. And also I can update the things or the component just from here. So let's keep adding the components. Then I'm going to add the next component, which is the social proof. And also, as you can see, I can change some of the properties like the slide-in, infinite slide-in effect or the grayscale colors. So the next one that I'm going to be adding is the feature section. So I'm going to choose this one. So this is what I showed you. And then I'm going to add the pricing section. And finally, I'm going to add the footer. So as you can see, the process of building blocks pretty fast. And also you have a large variety of components that you can use inside your landing page to make your landing page very diverse. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is populating the data of our landing page. So the button that we are going to click on is this one. So we're going to use AI for this, but it's in a very different way. So we're not going to use an API to generate this for us automatically because that would be cost money. So to make things free, so I came up with this idea where we have this window, and here we can be able to select the AI model or the chatbot LLM that you are friendly with. And also we are going to add the app data, so it's already added in our form. And then I'm going to click on continue, and it's going to open up the ChatGPT chatbot, and it's going to be added automatically the prompt in here. And then I'm going to click on this button. So as you can see, it generated for us the JSON format. So I'm going to copy this and go back to our landing page or page builder and paste the JSON response. And I'm going to click on import. So as you can see, the JSON has been imported successfully. So all you have to do right now is just change the icon if you want. So let's choose this one. So, so you get the idea. So you can hide, for example, the button just from here. And also if you want to show the icons as well. So, and then you can do this. You can add more stuff like the design related stuff when we start generating our page in the project. So the second thing that we're going to be doing is for the hero section. So we're going to do the same thing in here. So we're going to go to this button, and now I'm going to turn this on because this is going to be only copied in the clipboard, so I don't have to open up a new window. And I'm going to copy the prompt related to this component and go back to the ChatGPT and do the same thing in here. So as you can see, so this is the JSON format. Let's go back to the page builder and paste the JSON response. And you are ready to go. As you can see, all the data has been updated. So I'm going to keep doing the same thing for the um, for the remaining components. So let's keep working on our landing page. So we're going to do the same thing for this one. So click on this button, copy the prompt, and then go back and then go, to the ChatGPT to generate for us all the JSON format. Then go back to the page builder, do the same thing, import and apply. So as you can see, all the data has been imported successfully in our component, and you can change stuff in here like the title, the subheading, if you want to hide it for some reason. So, and also you can change the icons just from here. So we're not gonna waste time on this. So you can do this later on. And so the idea is to show you how building a page builder a lot faster. So the second one is the plan or the pricing page or component. So we're gonna do the same thing in here. Go to AI and generate for us a JSON format that we can use in our component or page builder. So let's click on this button again and let's click on import. So as you can see, all the components has been imported successfully. And finally, we can do the same for the footer. Click on this button and do the same in ChatGPT. And let's copy the JSON format, put it in here. And as you can see, right off the bat, we have this beautiful landing page. So I changed the design or the component of the pricing. So it's not the same that we use, just to show you uh, also another variation of the components of the pricing component. And so once you are happy with the page, so the second thing that I'm going to do, so we can be able to change the theme. So you can choose the theme that you want. So as you can see, everything changes and it looks a lot awesome with the theme that I provided in BoltStack. And also I dedicated a page, a theme page. As you can see, we can be able to use it in your project as well with all the themes, and you can preview them before you can use them if you want to. And also you can copy the CSS code, and you also can choose the color format before you do this. So let's go back to the page builder and notice that all the data has been saved because I'm using the Zastand middleware, the persist middleware, to be able to actually save this in the local storage. So let's choose the same theme that we choose in our demo, which is this theme, this one. So this is the theme that we choose. And also you can check this, the dark mode, and also you can preview it if you want just from here before we start downloading our component. And to be able to download the component, so I provided a CLI command to install the whole project with the styling and everything in between, just with a command, so we don't have to do a lot of things manually or installation manually. So to be able to do this, all you have to do is click on this button. So it's going to generate for us a CLI command with this code. So, and before we start using, first we need to create our project. So after we created our page, so now we need to create the project where we can install, or Next.js project where we can install our page. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the main page and we're going to click on this button and choose the basic project. And here we have the stepper we can add. So I already added the name, the right flow, and the project description. So let's skip this for now. And then we're going to generate our project file. Then we're going to open this up and we're going to extract this. So let's create a new folder here and let's extract this new folder. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the folder in VS Code. So after that, so the first thing that we need to do is to install all the packages. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to type in npm install and hit enter. So after we installed all the packages, so the next thing that we're going to do, so let's go back to the page builder. And then we're going to copy this generated CLI command, because each command generates this code that expires in 10 minutes. So I'm going to copy this and let's go back to our project and then let's paste this one. So we're going to be introduced to this command. As you can see, it detected 6 components and also the page code present, the global CSS as well. So we're going to hit enter to be able to install this in the main page JSX of the app folder. And also you can choose wherever route that you want. So we're going to hit enter. So I'm going to ask us to override it. So we're going to say yes. And as you can see, all the component has been downloaded in the components folder. So this is the components folder where all the components has been downloaded. And then it's asking us to override the CSS. So if, for example, you have some custom stuff in your global.css, you can ignore this and you can just copy the CSS from here and paste it in your global.css. But for our case, we're going to override the global.css. And as you can see, it has been downloaded. And if we go to the page.tsx, and so let's see what's happened. So this is the code, as you can see, that has been added in our project. So don't worry about the issues. So this is just for the logo. So I can add or import the logos, and also the same thing for the footer. So we can import the um, icons like this. So let's import the last one. I'm going to save the file. So as you can see, all the errors are gone. And also I'm going to use the use client flag in here because there is a component that uses some client events. So let's save the file, and I'm going to type in npm run dev. And let's go back to the local 3000. So it's going to reload the page. So as you can see, this is the landing page. Right off the bat, you have a fully functional landing page with all the elements that we added in our page builder. So the only thing that you can do right now is just to add some styling stuff and to fix some of these things, but they are not so heavy. Like for example, we can add, we need to add a little bit of space between the nav bar and the hero section. And this is what we're going to do here. We are going to add the LG. So as you can see, so this is, we added a little bit of padding. So you get the point, so you can play with the design things. You can add some blurry blobs underneath each section if you want to. And everything is responsive. So that's going to save you for about 90 or 95% of the work. So the only thing that are related to small stuff about the design that you can change them into your landing page, and this is a time saver. So I hope that this tool really will serve you and help you to save a lot of time and to actually accelerate the process of developing your projects.